Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2025. Topic by Expert on Nothing is about is about how the future is uncertain with all these things in AI. And I know people are gonna say, well, this is how the world is, and it is true. But and I just want to say like what's going on with Twitter since Elon Musk bought it. 80% of his workforce left. Google, 12,000 people left in 2023, and there was a report of 10% of its managerial roles, whether president, vice president, in 2024, they laid off as well. And then Tesla, April 2024, laid off 10% of their employees. And then Meta, this past February, in early February, there was articles of February 10th about it, that they're laying off 3,600 workers. And everybody wants to say different factors. The government was paying these workers to tell them that they had to do this and stuff like that. The fact is, they were workers. The fact is that they were helpful to something, whether they were helpful for calls, customer service, they're helpful for managing bots, or seeing overseeing things, whether it was good or bad. Um, they were doing stuff for Facebook, whether it was just in the office cleaning up the floor. Like it or not, they were employees of Facebook, or they were doing the kitchen. They're reorganizing the kitchen in the offices. The point is that whether they were workers doing stuff on the floor and doing stuff for Facebook and getting complaints about help and customer service from people who complain about help. You get the point. You get the gist of things. All these companies, yeah, they're not losing any money. They are actually, especially Twitter, X, and Twitter, they're making money. They've been making crazy money advertisement. Everybody still goes to Facebook, Meta, whatever, Instagram for ads. So obviously they can't, they're obviously not poor. And Google, everybody searches Google every day, so everybody has ads all over the place there. YouTube is part of Google as well. So I know they have a different entity and a subsidiary, so they probably make their own decisions. But Google makes money off YouTube as well. And obviously Tesla, I've been when I've been throughout the world, I see Teslas all over the darn place, and Teslas are all over here as well. And a lot of these things are taken over by artificial intelligence. Now I know what people say. There was always an adjustment period, and there will always be an adjustment period. Obviously, I am of the opinion that this is going to be crazier because of the fact that robots are taking over these things with artificial intelligence, with they're doing all the work for you. So if I'm the business, I love it because I don't have to hire people and the people don't have to be 24/7. If they're out of the office, I still have people hiring for me, so I make money while I'm sleeping and I get answers being done while I'm sleeping. So you don't need my customer service with a human being. But what's going on right now is these things are not even human beings. Like what happened years ago with cars slash buggy. So the big horse riders taxis, they had to switch to cars. So fine. So you switch to cars, but it was a human driving the car. And now what there are heavy rumors, and it has been tested before, that people are driving cars that are automated driving. So all these taxi drivers are going to get replaced. All these companies are going to buy these cars and not pay human beings. Or people are going to buy 4 or 5 cars, get stuff done, and good. So what's going on is the future is so uncertain. It's going to be crazy adjustments to this because people are not going to know what to do because the robots slash machines are doing all the work for you. So people could say whatever they want and say, well, the same thing happened here, the same thing happened there. To a sense, you're right. But what are we going to do? People are going to be out of jobs, number one. And number two is this could cause more poverty, number two. And number three, what this could cause is this can cause more people, because they're out of jobs, they have nothing to do. So when you're bored, the problem with crime is 2 things: boredom and poverty. So when you're going to have both, people are going to be so bored the whole day. People are going to start doing more crime because they got nothing else to do. And that's going to be a problem. And people have to understand, like, that is something to think about. And no one's going to save you. Everybody thinks, like, Donald Trump's going to bring the economy back. But with all these things and all these people doing the jobs for you, now, don't get me wrong, he's better than the other side because the other side will not do anything about it. I don't know if you could do anything about it, first of all. And second of all, is he's not, I don't know how, and he's, by the way, part of this race because he's trying to make America number one in everything, which I don't blame him for it. In AI, that what's going to take over the human jobs. So what's he going to do now? That's my thing. And then you have robots being waiters in restaurants. You go to restaurants right now, you just do kiosk and press the buttons, and then these people in the back kitchen working. You don't even take from people in a lot of places. Now, don't get me wrong, most places in the world still have a human doing it, but it's getting like a lot, millions of stores, millions of small businesses throughout the world. You don't even talk to the human for your delivery. You press buttons. DoorDash, Uber, and I know they're drivers for DoorDash and Uber as of now. Grubhub, where you just press buttons. You don't even talk to people on the phone. They're taking your order. That's what's going on right now. And don't tell me that this is nothing, because this is something that people have to adjust. And the question is, are the jobs going to be around? And that's the thing. And they're making all these things, like with Google, especially when you call these people slash robots are on the other side of the phone. They actually are like sophisticated people, and they know how to adjust to conversations and on the not on the internet, through machines. They know how to adjust to your conversations, and they can talk to you like you're a regular human being. Which, I'm just saying this, is you better adjust now, and you better figure it out, and me too, better figure out how these things work and how to monetize these things, or else we're going to be screwed. And I'm not sure. I think this is going to take less than 5 years. This is going to come fast, right at our faces. And people don't understand it. And I don't think people are getting to this point. Like, people think like, I know. I don't know either. But I think this is going to be a lot more rapid than people think. People just think this is going to take a while, or another 10 years like this with the cars. I don't know. These things fly by so fast, because when Facebook got big fast, TikTok got big really fast. All these things can happen so fast that you don't know, and you'd be like, what just happened? What in the world just happened to all these things, and electric cars and automatic driving cars and all these other stuff that are going to happen and affect us. So I'm just warning you, and I'm just saying this as warning us as human beings, that these robots are going to start doing the warehouse. They're going to start organizing pallets, because these things are going to go to that level. And you're going to say, well, you're getting scared. I'm not getting scared. I'm getting realistic. And that's what people don't like. People don't like realism. People don't like this. And I hope I'm wrong with a lot of these things, because people need to do stuff. And that's what I'm saying here is like, and all these AI, by the way, they're not just taking over, getting to this point, they're not just taking over human manual labor jobs like taxis. They're taking over accountants. They're taking over journalists. And you're going to say, well, oh, the journalists, it's different when a human writes it. I get it, but who's an expert in reading? When I'm looking at the scoreboard for a team that's winning a sports game, I don't care. I just want to know the score. I don't care if it's perfect. I don't care if it's organic. Okay, I just press the scoreboard and see one team's winning, one team's losing. I see the score. That's it. The same thing with headlines. If something, God forbid, happens in Singapore today, all I see is a title that just happened today, and God forbid, people survived, people got injured, or people died, God forbid. Guess what? I now know what happened. These titles are going to tell you what happened, simple, straight up, and they're going to tell you sort of the vague details, and that's it. Instead of saying like, I was a human and I was there. I get it. A lot of people are going to want to do that, and they're going to miss that. But all these newspapers, all they're going to need is 3 or 4, maybe 5 writers, and the rest are just going to do with AI telling them what the flip to do. And like, what just happened today? What are the news? What the God forbid attack? Or new business open. There's a new president in the middle of Africa. This is what's happening right now. And this is what's going to happen later on, that we better adjust, or else we we are going to get left behind and we're going to be screwed. And I don't know if the adjustment period is going to take like a year or two to figure out how to drive a car, like from the horses to the car, or to the trucks. It's going to take this is going to take years to be like, what the flip do we do? And I just say this, and this is a big warning to you, to everybody. I'm talking journalists, I'm talking doctors, I'm talking even surgeries are going to start being like these robots. And I hope I'm wrong, and I hope the humans continue, but this is going to take over a lot of things. And be careful out there, and just watch your back with these stuff that are going to take taken over by these robots. Have a great day. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, and stay safe out there. Subscribe to my channel, REF Free 26, and follow me on Rumble, REF 26. Thank you.